welcome to Wrong Dust, an open-world atmospheric action horror game inspired by Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and Dark Souls. It aims to provide a classic but fresh experience that a lot of players have been wanting for years now. A really scary survival horror game that immerses you in a city full of madness where people have lost their minds and only a few normal people remains. And keep in mind guys, everything you'll be seeing throughout this video is early in development footage and everything will look much better over time and as we approach the game's release. In this game, the ill dominates this place, but Isaac, the main character, didn't realize this until it was too late. He returned to his hometown only to find he was not welcome here. Let's get right into the new details. Wrong Dust is a survival horror game where a player will explore a highly detailed and immersive open world. Every corner of the world will hold secrets and discoveries waiting to be uncovered. The world will feature limited resources, so like Resident Evil games, you'll have to rely on exploration and crafting in order to survive. And by the way, if you like what you see of Wrong Dust, you can also wishlist the game now on Steam or support the dev's Patreon, because he's making this game completely alone and has been doing so for a long time now. So for him to create his dream game, I think anything helps. The game offers an immersive experience, so there will be no quest markers or objective pop-ups. You will be relying on the information that you gather from the world and NPCs, and that is it. Offering a true hardcore experience where if you miss something, well, you're in for a hard time. You may try to find other clues and secret places that might give you answers, but it will be very hard. During your exploration, you will be able to interact with NPCs and even work with them, but who you trust is up to you. You can walk up to houses and knock on their doors, or even break into them if necessary and find who lives there, and if they're crazy or not. The choices you do during your altercations could change what happens next during your exploration. The game will also feature a variety of enemies and bosses to fight, in a Dark Souls style, but in a modern setting of course, not fantasy. The game takes place in the fictional town of Lowell, which is the hometown of the main protagonist. Years after the tragic loss of his only son, he returned there, but it's been changing. The place has transformed into something different, something dark, something wrong. Haunting rumors of his son's presence have drawn Isaac back, but he soon realizes that Lowell is not the same place he left behind. The game was heavily inspired by Silent Hill at first, but later they decided to create a different experience that is much darker and grounded. Taking inspiration from the Resident Evil 2 remake, you can expect gruesome combat and boss fights. The game will also feature a little bit of detective work and stealth. It will be set up as a slow-burning horror movie. Developing an ambitious game like this alone is no easy task for this developer, he said, but thankfully Unreal Engine makes it much easier. With a small but driven team, it's possible to create a AAA experience using this powerful engine, he said. While he's currently the sole developer on this project, he will be working with a talented team to bring this vision to life soon. Additionally, he's been fortunate to receive guidance and support from Tale Foundry, a talented YouTuber who helped him shape the world and the story of the game. For now, Wrong Dust is planned to release sometime next year in 2024, and it's coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. The open world and NPC quest design is inspired by Dark Souls. You won't have any UI telling you where to go or whether you have started, finished, or failed a side quest, while the story, the setting, and the atmosphere is inspired by Silent Hill. Finally, the gameplay and mechanics are inspired by Resident Evil. For more exclusive gameplay on this game and on other games similar to this one, like the video right now and subscribe.